skills are these?
First question. You're part of the Hard Way, also known as Limewax, Bong-Ra and Thrasher. How's that working, and how's it working with those guys? Hard Way is it's a really good, interesting little project. We started 2 years ago because we were all basically hanging out in Rotterdam a lot. I moved to Rotterdam from Utrecht like 5 years ago. Prospect had their office there. My studio was right next door to their office. Limewax was in and out a lot, so we had a good click, and we decided to organize a little tour together, and we called the tour The Hard Way because we like to party the hard way. It was a really good success, and we said, well, let's do the same thing the year afterwards, but let's make a 12-inch, release it on Prospect, and 12-inch and really quick, really a lot of fun making the tracks. We did the second one, we did another tour, and then we decided, well, let's make an album and stick to the name of The Hard Way, which was basically the name for the tour. And yeah, so that's it. So, good fun and good friends, so yeah, simple. Second question, do you consider yourself a hero of the breakcore scene? I don't think really a hero. I mean, they've mentioned that I was one of the pioneers of breakcore and raggacore. Well, could be. I'm flattered about this. I mean, I started producing Bong-Ra music in '96. And basically for me I was making hard jungle. I mean, I was growing up with, you know, the older Ed Rush, no U-turn stuff. And basically I wanted to lift that up to something a bit more faster, a bit more heavier, having the gabber influence from Holland and my metal background. So I wanted to push that up a bit quicker. There used to be a German label called White Breaks, and they were releasing, I think they had 1 or 2 12 inches out before I did my first release, and I really liked this sound. I mean, it was comparable to stuff like Bloody Fist coming out from Australia, but I wanted to just make heavy jungle and because of the influences I had, it became a bit more rougher, adding some gabber stuff, adding some metal, adding some ragga. And so I did my first 2 12 inches in '98, then my album end of '98, and I was doing some shows, but I mean, people like Snares or Ambush Records or the Praxis people, Noise Creator, Widerstand, were already releasing as well. And I think the term breakcore kind of arrived in 2000, 2001. And yeah, because we had already released some stuff and we were the better known people, I was labeled one of the pioneers. So yeah, if that means that you're one of the pioneers of breakcore, that's fine with me, you know, as long as the other people get credited as well, like, you know, especially like people like DJ Scud and you know, the whole Ambush stuff, Christoph Fringeli, and even, you know, people from Holland like Tommy FFF. We started at the same time and still going strong. So yeah, I'm proud to be part of the development of this particular genre. So but there's more who are pioneered this stuff as well. And then the last question, what are your future plans? My future plans, well, just keep on making music. I just finished the album with the Deformer called Voodoo, really like old school dark step jungle, 10 tracks, new Hard Way EP, just released a compilation CD with old Bong-Ra remixes for different artists. And that's basically it. So I'll be back in the studio again, making new tracks again, and just keeps on rolling, you know. No rest for the wicked. So and a lot of collaborations, which is fun because it's been a bit boring working alone, and you've reached a point where you can use a bit of input from other artists just to keep it fun. So. Enough coming out this year, but the Voodoo is the thing to watch out, so we should be back here then. I've already signed a deal with the devil, so that's it. Thank you very much.